Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. Today we are continuing on with the CEPHERIYM book of the Shaymayim, a collection of the writing on the heavens. We are in the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs. We are on the one where it's AYD, LEVY, the third son of Yaakov and Leah. We are on verse 10. Now therefore observe whatever I command you, children. For whatever things I have heard from my fathers I have declared unto you. And behold, I am clear from your wickedness and transgression, which you shall commit in the end of the ages. I apologize. I just had to fix my sound. My microphone was messed up. I did a study on Nazarene life last night, and I forgot to fix my microphone after I got off. Okay. So, against the Savior of the world, Mashiach acting wickedly. Okay, so it's talking about the wickedness and transgressions. And behold, I am clear from your wickedness and transgressions, which you shall commit in the end of the ages, against the Savior of the world, Mashiach acting wickedly, deceiving Yasharal, and stirring up against it great evils from the Yahuah. And you shall deal lawlessly together with Yasharal. So he shall not bear with Jerusalem because of your wickedness, but the veil of the temple shall be rent, so as not to cover your shame. And you shall be scattered as captives among the other nations, and shall be for a reproach and for a curse there. For the house which Yahuah shall choose shall be called Jerusalem, and is contained in the Sefer of Kanach, or Enoch, the righteous. 11. Therefore, when I took a woman, I was 28 years old, and her name was Milcah. And she conceived and bore a son, and I called his name Gershon. For we were sojourners in our land, and I saw concerning him that he would not be in the first rank. And Kohath was born in the 35th year of my life, towards sunrise. And I saw in a vision that he was standing on high in the midst of all the assembly. Therefore I called his name Kohath, which is beginning of majesty and instruction. And she bore me a third son in the 40th year of my life. And since his mother bore him with difficulty, I called him Merari, that is, my bitterness, because he also was like to die. And Yocheved was born in Mitzrayim, or Egypt, in my 64th year, for I was renowned then in the midst of my brethren. Nowadays, we can't have children when we're in our 60s, and we don't live as long as they used to in these days. So the NWO is, their plan definitely worked, because they've cut our lives very short. Because people used to live to be 600, 800 years old, and then after the flood, 120, 130 years old. Just nowadays, it's just crazy how people die so young. My father died at 49 years old. Or 47. He was 47 years old. That's even worse. So, it's crazy. This world is in the tribulation period. Okay, we are on verse 12. And Gershon took a woman, and she bore to him Lamni and Shemi, or Shemay. And the sons of Kohath, Amram, Yishakar, or Yishakar, yeah, it says with an H in here. I thought it was Yissachar, but it's Yishakar, Chevron, and Ozaal. And the sons of Merari, Muli, and Moshe. And in the 94th year, Amram took Yocheved, my daughter, for his woman. For they were born in one day, he and my daughter. 8 years old was I when I went into the land of Canaan, and 18 years when I slew Shechem. And at 19 years I became priest, and at 28 years I took a woman, and at 48 I went into Mitzrayim, or Egypt. And behold, my children, you are a third generation. In my 118th year, Joseph died. Chapter 13. And now, my children, I command you, fear Yahuah your Elohim with your whole heart, and walk in simplicity according to all his Torah. And do you also teach your children letters, that they may have understanding all their life, reading unceasingly the Torah of Elohim. For everyone that knows the Torah of Yahuah shall be honored, and shall not be a stranger wherever he goes. Yea, many friends shall he gain, more than his parents, and many men shall desire to serve him and to hear the Torah from his mouth. Work righteousness, therefore, my children, upon the earth, that you may have it as a treasure in heaven, and sow good things into your souls, that you may find them in your life. But if you sow evil things, you shall reap every trouble and affliction. Get wisdom in the fear of Elohim with diligence, for though there be a leading into captivity, and cities and lands be destroyed, and gold and silver and every possession perish, the wisdom of the wise no one can take away. Save the blindness of wickedness, and the callousness that comes of sin. For if one keeps oneself from these evil things, then even among his enemies shall wisdom be glory to him. And in a strange country, a fatherland, and in the midst of foes shall prove a friend. Whoever teaches noble things and does them shall be enthroned with kings, as was also Yosef, my brother. 14. Therefore, my children, I have learned that at the end of the ages you will transgress against Yahuah, stretching out hands to wickedness against him. And to all the other nations shall you become a scorn. For our father Yasharal is pure from the transgressions of the chief priests, who shall lay their hands upon the Savior of the world. For as the heaven is purer in Yahuah's sight than the earth, so also be you, the lights of Yasharal, purer than all the other nations. But if you be darkened through transgressions, what therefore will all the other nations do, living in blindness? Yea, you shall bring a curse upon our race, because the light of the Torah, which was given to lighten every man, this you desire to destroy by teaching commandments contrary to the ordinances of Elohim. The offerings of Yahuah you shall rob, and from his portion shall you steal choice portions, eating them contemptuously with harlots. And out of covetousness you shall teach the commandments of Yahuah. Wedded women shall you pollute, and the virgins of Jerusalem shall you defile, and with harlots and adulteresses shall you be joined, and the daughters of the other nations shall you take to be your women, purifying them with an unlawful purification, and your union shall be like unto Sodom and Gomorrah. And you shall be puffed up because of your priesthood, lifting yourselves up against men, and not only so, but also against the commands of Elohim. For you shall condemn the Kodesh things with jests and laughter. 15. Therefore the temple which Yahuah shall choose shall be laid waste through your uncleanness, and you shall be captives throughout all nations. And you shall be an abomination unto them, and you shall receive reproach and everlasting shame from the righteous judgment of Elohim. And all who hate you shall rejoice at your destruction. And if you were not to receive mercy through Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, our fathers, not one of our seeds should be left upon the earth. 16. And now I have learnt that for 70 weeks you shall go astray, and profane the priesthood, and pollute the sacrifices. And you shall make void the Torah, and set at naught the words of the prophets by evil perverseness. And you shall persecute righteous men, and hate the righteous. The words of the faithful shall you abhor. And a man who renews the Torah in the power of El Elyon you shall call a deceiver. And at last you shall rush upon him to slay him, not knowing his dignity, taking innocent blood through wickedness upon your heads. And your Kodesh places shall be laid waste, even to the ground because of him. And you shall have no place that is clean, but you shall be among the nations a curse and a dispersion, until he shall again visit you, and in pity shall receive you through faith and water. 17. And whereas you have heard concerning the 70 weeks, hear also concerning the priesthood. For in each jubilee there shall be a priesthood, and in the first jubilee the first who is anointed to the priesthood shall be great, and shall speak to Elohim as to a father. And his priesthood shall be perfect with Yahuah, and in the day of his gladness shall he arise for the salvation of the world. In the second Jubilee, he that is anointed shall be conceived in the sorrow of beloved ones, and his priesthood shall be honored and shall be glorified by all, and the third priest shall be taken hold of by sorrow. And the fourth shall be in pain, because unrighteousness shall gather itself against him exceedingly, and all Yasharal shall hate each one his neighbor. The fifth shall be taken hold of by darkness, likewise also the sixth and the seventh. And in the seventh shall be such pollution as I cannot express before men, for they shall know it who do these things. Therefore shall they be taken captive and become a prey, and their land and their substance shall be destroyed. And in the fifth week they shall return to their desolate country, and shall renew the house of Yahuah. It says, of the Yahuah. And in the seventh week shall become priests who are idolaters, breakers of wedlock, lovers of money, proud, lawless, lascivious, abusers of children, and beasts, which we have seen. 18. And after their punishment shall have come from Yahuah, the priesthood shall fail. Then shall Yahuah raise up a new priest, and to him all the words of Yahuah shall be revealed, and he shall execute a righteous judgment upon the earth for a multitude of days. And his star shall arise in heaven as of a king, lighting up the light of knowledge as the sun the day, and he shall be magnified in the world. He shall shine forth as the sun on the earth, and shall remove all darkness from under heaven. Shaymayim. And there shall be peace in all the earth. The heavens shall exult in his days, and the earth shall be glad, and the clouds shall rejoice, and the knowledge of Yahuah shall be poured forth upon the earth, as the water of the seas, and the angels of the glory of the presence of Yahuah shall be glad of him. The heavens shall be opened, and from the temple of glory shall come upon him sanctification, with the Father's voice as from Abraham to Yitzchak. And the glory of El Elyon shall be uttered over him, and the ruach of understanding and sanctification shall rest upon him in the water. For he shall give the majesty of Yahuah to his sons in truth forevermore, and there shall none succeed him for all generations forever. And in his priesthood the other nations shall be multiplied in knowledge upon the earth, and enlightened through the grace of Yahuah. In his priesthood shall sin come to an end, and the lawless shall cease to do evil, and the just shall rest in him. And he shall open the gates of paradise, and shall remove the threatening sword against Edom. And he shall give to the Kodeshim to eat from the tree of life, and the ruach of Kodeshness shall be upon them, or on them. And Baal shall be bound by him, and he shall give power to his children to tread upon the evil ruachos. And Yahuah shall rejoice in his children, and be well pleased in his beloved ones forever. Then shall Abraham and Yitzchak and Yaakov exult, and I will be glad, and all the Kodeshim shall clothe themselves with joy. So this is the last chapter in this section, chapter 19, and next time we will be reading about the fourth son of Yaakov and Leah, Yehudah. Okay, so we're on 19. And now, my children, you have heard all. Choose, therefore, for yourselves, Roscoe, no, either the light or the darkness, either the Torah of Yahuah or the works of Baal. And his sons answered him, saying before Yahuah, we will walk according to his Torah. And their father said unto them, Yahuah is witness, and his angels are witnesses, and you are witnesses, and I am witness, concerning the word of your mouth. And his son said unto him, we are witnesses. And thus Levi ceased commanding his sons, and he stretched out his feet on the bed, and was gathered to his fathers, after he had lived 137 years. And they laid him in a coffin, and afterwards they buried him in Chevron with Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. Next time we will be starting the next section of the Testaments of the 12 Patriarchs. And now it's time to praise Yahuah. Yahuah is with me. Yahuah is for me. Yahuah is greater than all of these things. If Elohim is for me, then who can be against me? From the rising of the sun to the going down of the same, Yahuah's name will be praised. All I wanna do is worship Yahuah in spirit and in truth. For his kindness is everlasting. Torah Rabbah Abba Yahuah. Torah Rabbah Abba Yahuah. Torah Rabbah Abba Yahuah. Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Baruch haba Bashem Yahuah. Baruch haba Bashem Yahuah. Blessed is he coming in the name of Yahuah. And that's what that last verse meant. Blessed is he who is coming in the name of Yahuah. I love you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful week and a restful Shabbat on Saturday. I love you all so much. Shalom and blessings.